I am so happy that all of you are here with us this evening to recognize and thank our outstanding employees, volunteers, and business partners whose efforts have so greatly contributed to our district's mission to prepare all students to achieve college, career, and life readiness through an innovative and rigorous educational experience. In just a few minutes, we'll have an opportunity to hear about each of our award recipients and how their dedication has impacted our schools and our students. Honorees, thank you very much. You will never know how much we appreciate the work that you do for our students and for our district. It's now my pleasure to introduce our superintendent, Dr. Alicia Thompson.
Good evening, everyone. It is a pleasure to be here tonight. Those of you being recognized tonight support the largest school district in the Midwest. We welcome more than over 50,000 students into our schools every day. They come from Wichita, and they come from all corners of the globe, from nearly 97 different countries of birth, with unique cultures and languages. Each of our students is also unique in how they learn, how they interact with one another, and how much support they receive at home. We must reach and teach each student to ensure success for all learners. We are blessed to have dedicated employees who first and foremost love what they do. They work hard and they are focused on preparing all of our students to be college and/or career ready. We are grateful to live in a community that values volunteerism and public service. WPS has nearly 4,300 volunteers, and on any given day, you can find them in our classrooms serving on PTOs and supporting all of our school activities. Business leader and members of the clergy have established tutoring and mentoring programs in our schools. They've donated school supplies and funds to serve the neediest students. And perhaps the most important thing is their time. Regardless of how you support our students, you are making a huge difference and you are impacting the lives of our future students. You are helping them to, and as our motto says, dream, believe, and achieve. Can you repeat that with me? Dream, believe, and achieve. And so today, we honor you and say thank you for your service to our district and congratulations to all of the Good Apple Awards recipients. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the incomparable Wendy Johnson, our Division Director of Strategic Communications, to introduce our Good Apples.
Good evening, everyone. Happy holidays. Thank you for joining us this evening. You have tremendous stories, and it's a real honor and privilege for us to be able to salute you for the work you do to share your stories, and ultimately to watch you again and again on WPS TV, because we will share tonight's ceremony for you to watch many times. Tonight, we will recognize Good Apples from 64 different buildings and programs. We will do that by board district, and our board members will step forward and join us as we do that. We will start with our district partners, followed by district at large, and then we'll move through districts 1 through 6. Our first partner honoree is the Wichita Transit Department. They were not able to join us tonight, but if you are engaged in any way with Wichita Transit, with the folks that drive the city buses, thank them for the work that they do to support our kids. We have trippers, what we call day trips, that are helping to transport students to school at a number of our high schools and middle schools. And we're also using them to support the shuttles with Wichita, or WSU Tech, that is. So we appreciate their innovation and creative thinking to help us meet the needs of our kids. We do have our friends from Koch Industries here tonight, Laura Hands, Tammy Hernandez, and Heidi Hoffman. And you can feel free to walk right there and receive the congratulations of our leaders. Since 2008, Koch Industries has awarded more than $100,000 in grants to help staff and students experience innovation in the classroom. The annual Koch mini grants are awarded to teachers in STEM fields or entrepreneurship, and their employees also volunteer in our schools to support that. You may have noticed on social media lately seeing Koch Industries tagged, as we have gone out and had the pleasure of surprising some of our award recipients this year. You may also have noticed Koch's name on the auditorium entrance as you came in. Those of you that have been around for a while know that Koch donated the 40 acres of land that allowed us to build Stuckey Middle School. So we appreciate them for their support in so many ways. We also, I almost did it wrong because I encouraged everyone to clap, and we are going to hold and we're going to whip it up when you're done. So hang with us. Allow us to recognize our middle school summer bridge program. We are pleased to have Pastor Annie Montgomery from Tabernacle Bible Church, Gloria Wallace, and from the Wichita Golden Bulldogs, Theo Cribbs Jr., Coach Ulysses Pop DeShazer, and LaWanda DeShazer, all with the Golden Bulldogs. These folks have done some cool stuff this summer. Tabernacle Bible Church and Wichita Golden Bulldogs partnered to host the first middle school summer bridge program, which was a 5-week program designed to prepare students academically and socially for the school year. You've heard of the concern about summer brain drain. These folks are doing something about it. They exemplify community partners working to put the student into student athletes. If you would please now join me in applauding Koch Industries and the Middle School Summer Bridge Program for their work on behalf of our kids. It's my pleasure now to recognize our district at-large good apples. We have our Dunlap Transition Campus honorees. We'll start out with Julie Cheeley. Julie is an exceptional employee. She's a para at Dunlap Transition at Chisholm. She's organized and has a wonderful work ethic, always positive, always willing to exist as they need. She's a wonderful team player, and Dunlap Transition Campus at Chisholm is thrilled that Julie's a part of the team. We are also pleased to honor Drew Walter from Dunlap Transition Campus at Chisholm. Drew is a phenomenal classroom teacher. Her skill level in working with students who have disabilities is exceptional. She's kind, she's a team player, and she's always willing to do what is right or needed to help students. She's a great asset at Dunlap. From Wells Alternative Middle School, we're pleased to honor Brad Holmes, who is one of the school's security officers. As a member of the BOE security team, Brad ensures student safety at Wells. He takes the time to build relationships with students. This is often what helps them get through their days, and for many, it's the relationship that has a positive impact on their future. Also being recognized at Wells is Dallas Horning, also a school security officer. Dallas is also a member of the Wells security team, ensuring the safety at Wells and building relationships with students, so very important. His ability to balance the empathy for students in need, as well as the strength to be the security figure necessary, are exceptional qualities. And finally, being honored by Wells is the Blue Sky Ranch. Paul and Tammy White, Diane Bidwell, and Camber White. We're so glad you're here. Blue Sky Ranch has spent the last 3 years partnering with Wells and helping children with mindfulness activities. Kids have gone out to the ranch to fish, paint horses, participate in horse therapy, and to have new experiences and find a relaxing place to talk about their lives. Please help me honor and celebrate all of our district at-large honorees. Thank you. First, we're going to start with Adams Elementary and Heather Crump, special education teacher. Heather makes learning a wonderful and meaningful experience for all of her students and incorporates technology in as much as she can. She makes education relevant and encourages understanding by using real-life experiences. She's a teacher who her students look forward to seeing every day. Also from Adams, we say thank you to Victoria Moner, paraeducator. Vicki is always quick to jump in and help wherever she is needed. Her warm and loving personality is a true gift that students respond to in a positive way. She builds great relationships by reaching out to meet kids' needs. And from Adams, we recognize the all-important office staff, Shelley Hammersky and Angela Slavin. Shelley and Angela will do anything for the staff, students, and families at Adams. They take care of so much within the building and still make time to eat lunch with and celebrate kids, build furniture for staff, fix up skinned knees, and whatever else it may take. They are truly the heartbeat of the Adams community. From Brooks Center for STEM and the Arts Magnet Middle School, we celebrate the Student Focus Managers team. Mario Caleb Barnes, Jennifer Dirting, and Odell Harris Jr. I love this description. These folks are affectionately known as Brooks as the Swiss Army knives. These three are a bona fide shero and hero team. If you want to see restorative practices and trauma-informed care in action, schedule an appointment to see these three. They are whole child specialists. From East High School, we celebrate Jennifer Hudson, East's athletic trainer for the last 20 years. She's dedicated to East High's athletic program by spending endless hours working with student athletes, keeping them healthy, treating their injuries, and caring about the kids. Also from East High School, we celebrate J.D. Lott and Kim Pomranke. Rain, sleet, or snow, these two individuals are always out and about making sure East High is taken care of and looking its best, perhaps the most visible piece of property and school that we have in our community. They work tirelessly without having to be prompted or monitored, and they are always happy to assist anyone. Kim and JD always make sure East is a safe and beautiful place. And JD, I heard earlier that you're working to make it to 80 before you think about retiring. From Gammon Elementary School, we celebrate Jane Knapp, volunteer. For 5 years, the 5th grade students at Gammon have benefited from Miss Jane, a retired veteran teacher. She's highly sought out by the students due to her generous time, patience, encouragement, and wealth of knowledge when working with students on reading comprehension and math skills. From Gordon Parks Academy, we celebrate the technology team. Mary Del Vecchio Floro, Corey McCracken, and Liarvis Templeton. Welcome. During the transition to an applied media magnet, this team has been instrumental in transforming Gordon Parks Academy into a technology-rich environment where students participate in robotics, video production, photography, audio production, and print media. They work countless hours on and off the clock in the interests of our kids. Also from Gordon Parks, we celebrate Kristen Barup, social worker. Kristen works daily to encourage and support staff and students. She goes on home visits, attends all evening events, develops strong relationships with parents, and spends countless hours before and after school to give students the opportunity to dream, believe, and achieve. Also from Gordon Parks, we recognize and say thank you to Patrice Borders, volunteer coordinator, yay. Patrice has organized the Family and Community Empowering Students, or FACES, Center at Gordon Parks. She advocates for students, families, and community through setting up volunteer opportunities and workshops for parents, activities for families, and resources for our community. From Information Services and Technology, we celebrate the technical support team at IST. Lori Elpers, Rita Hoffling, Karen Mischler, Bethany Strange, Debbie McCurry, and Lori Mercer. This team assisted Chester Lewis Academic Learning Center including their new site at Town East with the transition to a new online curriculum. There were several technical problems, and these ladies were patient, knowledgeable, and incredibly helpful in helping to resolve the issues for students and for staff. And it's important to note this is the first but not the last award that is received from the school that they serve. The team at Chester Lewis nominated this team for this honor. From Jackson Elementary, we celebrate Joyce Frank, foster grandparents. Joyce comes to the library daily at Jackson and shelves books. She's willing to help out however she can and interacts positively with students. She graciously works while the librarian teaches her lessons. Her faithful, consistent help in the library is invaluable to Jackson and their new librarian. We have a true treasure in our community with the foster grandparent program. Also from Jackson, we celebrate Kayla Negron, LRE para and recess aide. To work alongside Kayla is an honor, according to the Jackson team. She's a team player with a positive attitude who is dependable and always up for a challenge. She can regularly be seen sitting in the hallway with a student as she encourages each to reach their fullest potential. She is a true asset to Jackson. And from Jackson, we thank Erica Rumbach, behavior intervention teacher. Erica builds lasting relationships with students. She provides them with a safe place to decompress after a crisis. She consistently follows up with the students and teachers to assure that the following days are successful. There is nothing Erica won't do if it's in the best interests of our students. From our friends at the School Service Center, we honor Mickey Sibley, Assistant Supervisor of Transportation Services. This is one of the guys that takes care of all of the school buses in our district. Mickey is greatly appreciated for the service he provides to support our schools and students. He is always quick to respond and seek solutions that help everyone involved. The quality of work that Mickey provides makes the bus building supervisor job easier, and Mickey is actually receiving this award from Anderson Elementary. Also from the School Service Center, that is Safety Officer Theandre Ammons. Officer Ammons has been a great asset to White Elementary, from directing traffic in the rain to encouraging students to have positive behavior. He does it all. He's always polite, professional, and willing to assist in whatever way he can. And this is another one of the honors this evening that was presented by the school community, in this case, White Elementary. And finally, from the School Service Center, we honor the Library, Media, and Textbook Services crew. Gail Becker, Megan Allen, Patty Upshaw, Ryan Hansen, Lori Smith, Terry Tasker, and Kevin Studer. The 2018-19 school year kicked off with a brand new elementary language arts Journeys curriculum. How many of you have heard of Journeys? A few of you. It involved 34 semi-truckloads, 654 pallets, and 3,936 boxes of resources. The library media team that you just met completed the implementation on a tight schedule and under physically demanding conditions in order to support this key curriculum transition for our district. We are pleased now from Spate Elementary to honor the 4th grade team, Allison Kohler, Devin Kuzmal, Carla Phipps, and Allison C. The members of this team at Spate model risk-taking, mutual trust, and support. They put others above themselves, they offer innovative solutions, and they make great sacrifices in order to assist other teams, and more importantly, to assist their students in times of need. Would you please help me thank all of our District 1 honorees. It's my pleasure to start our District 2 recognition at Coleman Middle School with Hannah Collins, volunteer. We love our volunteers. Hannah is an outspoken supporter of public education, of Coleman Middle School, and of Coleman faculty. As a gesture of her appreciation, she prepared and delivered breakfast casseroles, coffee cake, and various spice breads to an in-service for faculty to enjoy. Coleman would now like to publicly appreciate and say thank you to Hannah. Coleman also wants to recognize Sierra Houston. Helpful, kind, supportive, always willing to help. These are just a few of the attributes Sierra possesses as the registrar at Coleman Middle School. Ms. Houston is known as Coleman's go-to person with superpowers to assist staff and students when needed. And finally at Coleman, we recognize Dennis Laflamme, volunteer. Dennis is a true supporter of education. He has generously volunteered his time to DJ Coleman's dances. He's in tune with students and he's highly interactive during the dances. He's often seen at many Coleman events volunteering and supporting his wife, who is a Coleman teacher. Thank you for that. From our friends at College Hill Elementary, we say thank you to another volunteer, Kristen Gilmore. Kristen is a parent of 2 children at College Hill and is at the school on a weekly basis, if not more often, volunteering, making copies, and doing other jobs to support the school. She also brings the teachers and sometimes the office staff a beverage or a treat, and needless to say, they love her at College Hill. Also from College Hill, we say thank you to Shauna Peters, counselor. Shauna does more than one person should even logistically be able to do. All staff can count on her to help with a a child in need. She always smiles, even when she has to drop everything to go to help with a crisis. Students know how much Ms. Peters cares about them, and that matters a lot. From our elementary friends at Hyde International Studies and Communication Magnet, we say thank you to Annie Jones, 5th grade teacher. Annie works tirelessly at creating extraordinary lessons and technology tools for both students and parents to use. She's being recognized as Hyde's good apple because of her positivity and kindness towards others, as well as her dedication to the school. Hyde also says thank you to Julie Lampkin, 3rd grade teacher. Julie constantly motivates the 2nd and 3rd grade team. She keeps everyone organized so it improves instructional protocols, which ultimately benefits students. Her positive can-do attitude is infectious and brings her team together. And lastly at Hyde, we recognize the administrative assistant team of Lori Hollins and Donnell Holmes. Hyde is greatly honored to recognize Donnell and Lori for their relentless efforts to provide quality customer service for parents, staff, and volunteers. Your school team at Hyde greatly appreciates your efforts. From Minnehaha Core Knowledge Elementary School, we say thank you to Emily Henley, 2nd grade teacher. Emily embodies all of the qualities that make her an exceptional teacher. She's a team player, a caring mentor for students. She works many hours and she's an eager learner. She shares new learning with staff members and builds confidence in her students. She's a true advocate for leaving no child behind. Also from Minnehaha, we recognize Renee Jansen, 5th grade teacher. She always looks out for the well-being of all students and helps them strive to do their best. She creates many activities and finds resources that support the standards, and she's willing to share those with anyone. Also from Minnehaha, we honor Linda Medlock, art teacher. Linda is actually receiving her award from Jardine Middle School because she coordinated the effort to provide over 200 uniform items, a shirt for each Jardine student, and over 300 backpacks with supplies. In the winter, she has also coordinated efforts to provide a Jardine sweatshirt for each student at the school. No small feat and a huge service to the students. From Price Harris Communications Magnet Elementary, we recognize Ricky Hoy, night custodian. I think it's important to note there are a number of custodians that we're honoring, which speaks to the importance of Mr. Hoy and those who help take care of our buildings and help us create atmospheres of great pride. Ricky is a valued part of the Price Harris family. He's a hard worker who does whatever it takes to help staff and students alike, and he does so with kindness and genuine care. He makes a positive impact on those whose lives he touches every day. Also from Price Harris, we say thank you to Tracy Ray, interrelated teacher. Tracy works with some of the highest needs students and always puts forth her best effort without question or hesitation. In addition, she goes out of her way to provide support for classroom teachers, offering them strategies and ideas for any student that needs extra support. From Robinson Middle School, we recognize Heather Brown, teacher. Heather has been an outstanding addition to the Robinson staff. She works diligently to build relationships with kids and makes learning fun. Heather's leadership, positive attitude, and dedication to her profession is indeed inspiring and contagious. Also from Robinson, we recognize the counseling department, recognized by Jenny Ritter. Middle school counseling is not for the faint of heart. Jenny and Lindsay meet the demands of their role with grace and patience. They support students and staff in a million different ways and have a huge impact on the students at Robinson. From Seltzer Elementary, we thank the Mixed Abilities Classroom team. Kimberly Powell, Daisha Eaton, Holly Scott, and Tammy Willie. This team builds meaningful and supportive relationships with their students and families. They have created a learning environment that is warm and engaging. These ladies truly embody the district's mission to empower students to do what? Dream. Thank you. From Southeast High School, we are pleased to celebrate Nancy Goldston, former JAG instructor. Nancy recently left Southeast after serving as the original JAG instructor for 6 years. During this time, she positively impacted the lives of numerous students, helping them gain solid footing in the world following high school. Thank you, Nancy, for all of your efforts to support the students and the staff at Southeast. Also from Southeast, we recognize Brian Schilling, soccer coach. Serving as head soccer coach at Southeast High, Brian has developed a family-like culture inclusive of all of the school community. His guidance and leadership has significantly aided many students in finding a connection to their school. Please help me say thank you to all of our District 2 honorees for helping students connect. We get to start at the Alvin Morris Administrative Center and recognize Shelley Huber, accounts clerk. Shelley provided tremendous support to a first-year principal last year. She was helpful, quick, efficient, and knowledgeable to not just the principal, but the whole staff. No one was surprised when Shelley earned a promotion earlier this year to receive her new position at AMAC. She will be missed by the staff and students at Payne Elementary, which gave Shelley this award. Also from the Alvin Morris Administrative Center is one of my team members, Miss Kayla Pennick. Kayla is the graphic artist for the Wichita Public Schools. She expertly creates materials that promote our district creatively and effectively to communicate what this district is all about. You can see the results of her work on the banners behind our board members, on the program in your hands, just about everywhere you look. Kayla has had a hand on that. And she is extraordinarily creative, and I could go on and make her blush because we work together every day, and she's pretty doggone awesome. Also pretty doggone awesome from the Alvin Morris Administrative Center is Miss Kim Sales. Kim received her award from College Hill Elementary, where she served as a substitute custodian. Everyone continuously remarked how great the building smelled and looked when Kim was there. In her short time at College Hill, she's built amazing relationships with some of their most challenging students. She's a tremendous sub, and she is an incredibly kind human being. From Anderson Elementary School, we celebrate Kendra Klaus, social worker. Kendra works many hours to address the needs of students and to provide resources for families. She's an asset when it comes to advocating for the school's needs. She continuously puts others ahead of herself, and Anderson is lucky to have such an awesome teammate as their social worker. Also from Anderson, we celebrate another custodial team, Dave DeMoss, John Hodges, and Patricia Hodges, custodians. Dave, Pat, and John are superheroes in disguise. They are the first to arrive, and they're the last to leave each day, befriending all people, big and small, who pass by as they work tirelessly to keep Anderson Elementary immaculate. The pride they take in their work is admired by staff, students, and parents. From Caldwell Elementary, we get to say thank you to Herb Horton, custodian. You can count on Herb for anything in whatever capacity he is needed at Caldwell. No request is too small or too big, and he always does so with a smile. Not only does he keep the building looking great, but he builds relationships with students so that they have another person in their lives who cares. From Caldwell, we also salute Megan Rittmiller, teacher of the deaf. Megan has been a great mentor at Caldwell this year while still providing her students with a rich learning environment saturated in language. Megan is also Caldwell's site technology specialist, a job in which she very knowledgeably performs every day with a smile. And lastly, from Caldwell, we honor the third grade team, Michael Mulvaney, Kellen Potter, Valerie Slauson, and Jason Titus. This team has worked tirelessly this year building relationships and creating a classroom community, problem-solving weekly to ensure that students are making academic and behavioral progress. They have maintained rigorous expectations while meeting the needs of all of their students, and they also welcome on a weekly basis 20 community volunteers in as part of the Read to Succeed program. So they know how to take care of and welcome volunteers into their school, and that's so important. From Clark Elementary School, we have the opportunity to say thank you to Tiara Pointer. Tiara is a phenomenal para at Clark and the kind of person that gives the kids everything she has and then some. On numerous occasions, she can be seen taking time during her breaks and personal time to work with kids. Her love and grace for children is endless, and that's shared with staff every day. Also from Clark, we celebrate Nancy Stout, volunteer coordinator. She has been described as someone who is all over the place all the time. She is super professional, super supportive, and utilizes a variety of support and feedback techniques in her work. She organizes over 48 tutors and volunteers for activities, but she also comes to Clark and she volunteers herself. She has a creative and helpful personality, and she truly enjoys her job. From Colvin Elementary School, we are pleased to say thank you to Kathy Marquez Amaro, second grade ESOL teacher. Kathy always has a positive attitude and is willing to jump in and help where she's needed. She's a very good teacher who is knowledgeable. She has a great resource for those who have the honor to work with her. Also from Coleman, we say thank you to Linda Reeb, kindergarten teacher. Linda has made a difference for hundreds of students at Colvin. Not only is she an excellent teacher, but she also serves on the leadership team and she leads the family engagement team at Colvin. Her calm and positive attitude helps those around her thrive. Her colleagues are proud that she's a Colvin Cougar. And lastly, from Colvin, we have Mike Williams, PE teacher. Mike puts in countless hours supporting the school. His efforts range from hours of landscaping work around the building to working on the master schedule to handwriting encouraging notes to students and staff. All of his efforts are appreciated by so many in the Colvin community. From Curtis Middle School, our neighbors, Andre Bell, language arts teacher. Andre is truly an advocate for Curtis students. He attends all musical events, runs with the cross-country team, and holds students to the highest behavioral and academic standards. He takes time to teach students empathy and to think of things greater than themselves. Andre, the Curtis community appreciates you very much. Also from Curtis, we have the opportunity to thank Elo Piqueras. Elo is an amazing social worker and is a passionate advocate for Curtis students. She works with small groups, does walk-ins, and she's the main connection between home and school for many families. She's dependable, organized, and flexible, and her colleagues love her at Curtis. And also from Curtis, we celebrate the summer school team, including Amanda Bentz, Jonathan Kraft, Lindsay Gribble, Jonna Lacose, Crystal Learman, Janelle Zludicki, and Casey Kelly. This team did a phenomenal job designing and implementing an amazing summer school experience for Curtis students. As a result, Curtis's data showed tremendous growth in math and reading scores for student participants. Curtis students raved about the experience, and they're already signing up for 2019. From our friends at Gardner Elementary, we say thank you to Wendy Beauchamp, interrelated teacher. Wendy works tirelessly to meet each and every student she encounters at their individual level of need, whether they are technically her students or not. She understands and incorporates positive behavior support strategies, trauma-informed classroom practices, and timely and responsive teaching. From Gardner, we also say thanks to Mary Brooks. Mary has an optimistic and empathetic attitude with a calming influence on everyone she encounters. She mediates the needs of students, families, and educators. She's a wonderful liaison for our district and the partnership with ComCare at Gardner. And finally, from Gardner, we celebrate the first grade team of teachers at Gardner, including Tracy Chambers, Susan Fath, Stephanie Miranda, and Kimberly Tabor. All of these amazing women model every aspect and quality that you would want as a teacher working in your building, and that you would want, more importantly, for your own child. As a team, their efforts and love for students is evident in their selfless and giving nature. From Jardine STEM and Career Exploration Magnet Middle Academy, we say thank you to Cammie Cathy, English Language Arts teacher. For the last several years, Cammie has worked on a Jardine reunion through an alumni Facebook page. She reached out to former and current students, providing an opportunity for the Jardine community to come and see the wonderful changes that have taken place at Jardine over the last 5 years. They salute her for a great job on a wonderful event. We also say thank you to Miss Sarah Forrester, social studies teacher at Jardine. Sarah saw a need to impact her community and school, so she created a special class for 8th graders. Students have the opportunity to meet members of the Wichita community, to learn about a variety of careers, and to get the chance to participate in and organize community service projects. From Jefferson Elementary School, we recognize Mara Daniel, interrelated paraprofessional. The team at Jefferson said that Mara is a joy to work with. Her positive energy and bright smile brighten the room. Her connection with kids is awesome, and her calm demeanor, flexibility, and teamwork help everyone be their best. Jefferson also thanks their ESOL team of Delilah Crossett, Tracy Langston, Tracy Mock, Ashley Allen, and Eloisa Heist. Did I get it? The team strives daily to meet the varying needs of families. They help with carpooling, conference activities, family nights, community events, any type of family support that's needed. This team takes care of it. Each member of the team realizes that when families have support, students benefit. And lastly, from Jefferson, we celebrate Jessica Petrick, MTSS facilitator. Jessica's flexibility, professionalism, and guidance is top-notch. She's a great mentor to Jefferson's new teachers and is a resource for veteran staff. She brings a wealth of knowledge from curriculum to behavior strategies and is an extraordinary team member. From Linwood Elementary, we say thank you to Jill Mayfield, librarian. Jill has a very positive attitude that she always shares with students and staff. She goes the extra mile to plan and build relationships with her students. She is more than willing to lend a helping hand whenever needed, and she helps to instill the love of books to the students at Jardine. From Meade Middle School, we say thank you to Ted Blinko, interrelated teacher. You're welcome. Ted volunteers as football equipment manager at West High. He is the epitome of a dedicated volunteer traveling to campus, washing, repairing equipment, and mentoring students on the West High football team. He's the first to arrive at games and is the very last to leave. He humbly takes on any task and completes those tasks with pride. Ted's award was nominated from the community at West High School. Also from Mead Middle School is Lisa Stang, teacher. We got to surprise Lisa recently with an Education Edge Award. When you need a job well done, she is indeed the one to ask at Mead. She's taken on several new responsibilities this year, and with each, she has excelled in planning, organizing, and execution. She approaches tasks in an eager and purposeful manner, and the Mead community appreciates Lisa very much. Mead also appreciates Mount Vernon Church of God, Pastor Tommy Mitchell, and Joanne Wise. Thank you for being here. Mount Vernon Church of God generously supplied Mead teachers with a variety of school supplies, including pencils, pens, dry erase markers, tape, antiseptic wipes, and Kleenex. They included some cookies, too. That always helps. Thank you, Mount Vernon Church of God, and thank you to all of our District 3 honorees for supporting Wichita students. We're going to start our recognition with Enders Community Service and Leadership Magnet Elementary School and the Moving Forward team consisting of Tiffany Haynes Reed, Tiffany Ingram, Alex Montgomery, Lucia Schonecker. This trauma-informed group saw need and sprang into action. Moving Forward is an after-school club that gives students who have incarcerated or absent parents the opportunity to join together to discover that these challenges do not define who they are. Students have an outlet to find their voice thanks to the Moving Forward team at Enders. From Franklin Elementary School, we thank Stephanie Strapeau, avid instructional coach. Stephanie has been a remarkable resource for Hadley Middle School, which presented her with this Good Apple Award. Her guidance, knowledge, and support in moving AVID school-wide at Hadley is invaluable. She's always willing to support the team and presents professional learning on a regular basis. She's positive, she's full of energy, and she makes a difference for kids and staff. From Hamilton, we recognize Heather Manganello, social worker. Heather is a true Hamilton hero. No matter what the challenge is, she always seems to find a way to provide the support students and families need. Colleagues feel very lucky to have Heather on their team. And also from Hamilton, we say thank you to Katie Richardson, MTSS facilitator. Katie hit the ground running in her new role as MTSS facilitator at Hamilton. She's a strong advocate for both teachers and students, and a phenomenal instructor who delivers outstanding professional development. On top of that, her enthusiasm and joy for education spreads to everyone around her. From the Joyce Foch Instructional Support Center, we have Miss Amanda Sutton, PTR Resources Support. Amanda is the heart and the soul of the PTR Center. She has a talent like no other and a bigger-than-life smile. Customer service is her forte, and her willingness to share her knowledge makes her the apple of their eye at the ISC. From Kelly Liberal Arts Academy, we say thank you to Christina Von Cannon. Christina fills many roles at Kelly. Not only is she an outstanding paraeducator working with students at all grades, she is also an active parent volunteer, and she leads the PTA. She's a person who gets things done with the best interests of students and staff guiding her efforts. Also from Kelly Liberal Arts Academy, we say thank you to Holly Yip at Farmers Insurance. Holly has supported students and staff financially and through service projects, donating money to classrooms, providing labor and material for landscaping around the school. She has also supported the school's plan to connect students, staff, and community through their new house system. From South High School, we recognize Sean Lamberson, teacher at South. Sean has taken the lead on running the Wednesday night tutoring program, Tighten Up. He works hard making sure there are enough tutors for all of the students. He's quick to communicate with fellow parents or teachers so that everything possible is done as quickly as possible to help students be successful. Next, we get the opportunity to say thank you to Dorothy Landrum, extraordinary volunteer at South. Dorothy has been responsible for providing pictures and videos for all South's sports teams and activities. She has answered the phone, she's cooked meals, and she has filled any role needed. She has been inspirational to all in her fight with cancer, and everyone at South High loves her. She is family, and they indeed fight with her. Also from South High, we say thank you to Tara Rogers, teacher at South.
Hi, Tara.
She has given countless hours of her time to lead students in giving back to the school and to the community. This past summer, she worked with students to come to the building and water trees. She organized students to collect items to be sent overseas to soldiers and other community projects. From Stanley Elementary, we honor the Lighthouse coordinators, Molly Blades and Donna Dyer. Molly and Donna have done a marvelous job this year being the Lighthouse coordinators, leading the school's Leader in Me work. Their dedication to developing leaders at Stanley has helped change the school's culture, and they are appreciated for their outstanding work. From Truesdale Middle School, we say thank you to Ray Bates at First Student. Ray is a bus driver for one of Truesdale's routes. He has built great relationships with his students at Truesdale. His calm demeanor helps the kids know they are safe and that they can trust him. The staff at Truesdale greatly appreciates him for helping students start and end their day positively. Next, from Truesdale, we have the big team of 7th grade instructors. Christy Baker, Aubrey Creed, Jasmine Martinez, Ashley Mills, Ann Motter, Marisol Santiago Marquez, Linda Entrican, Felicity Henning, Robert Smidler, Emily Gilbert, Kathy Leatherman, Gary Lee, Candace Morrell, Ruth Heimerman, Madison Jewell, Teresa Wazinger, and Heidi Holton. Team leader Darcy Bush is thankful to have these individuals on her team. She loves how supportive they all are of one another and the way they collaborate and share. They're always ready to jump in and get the work done without any complaints. Thank you from the Truesdale team for all you do every day. From West High School, we celebrate Katie Henning, culinary arts teacher. Katie is a consummate professional teacher. She led her department through numerous personnel and curriculum changes. This year, she had a student awarded as a grand champion in the culinary competition. Her positive professional demeanor is contagious, and people want to be like her. From White Elementary, we get to honor our friend Carrie Kuhlman. Walk into White Elementary on any day, and you will hear a cheerful greeting and see a huge smile from this lady. Carrie exhibits phenomenal customer service as White's administrative assistant. She is always more than willing to assist students, staff, and families at White, which is a better place because she is part of the team. And from Woodman Elementary, we have another team honor, the 4th grade team at Woodman, including Aubrey Arroyo, Aspen Hamilton, Crystal Hoffman, Kara Wilgers, who are the 4th grade teachers at the school. This team is always looking for ways to motivate and inspire their kids. They embrace anything new, and they've done an outstanding job with engaging lessons using Google Classroom and Nearpod. The kids love their teachers because they build great relationships. Thank you, team, for your great work, and thank you to all of our District 4 honorees for your support of students. We're going to start at Black Elementary and the Child Study Team of Julie Adams, Chelsea Alleman, Amy DeLong, Elizabeth Hall, and Chris Pfeiffer. Thank you for being here. This team's level of commitment and dedication to students, staff, and families at Black Elementary is outstanding. They are there whenever a student is in need, working tirelessly to ensure all students are supported by positive relationships. Black also honors Ceresa Martinez, high incidence para. Ceresa has high behavior and academic expectations for students and is not afraid to try new things. She takes the initiative to build relationships with each student so they can be successful, and the Black Elementary team is honored to work with her. Also from Black Elementary, we honor Allie Urbina, Administrative Assistant. Allie stops what she is doing to help staff, parents, and students. She is always on top of her administrative duties, always looking for a way to make the school run more smoothly. When asked to do any extra task, she does it with a smile. From Dodge Literacy Magnet Elementary School, we celebrate Rashida Patton, music teacher. Every day, Rashida strives to inspire students to be the very best version of themselves possible. She's constantly building relationships with her students and provides compassion and support to each of them, helping them develop self-esteem and morale that's so important to success. Dodge also honors Daniel Proffer, Assistant Principal. Every day, Daniel provides support to students by helping them through difficult situations. Through his work, he helps students set individual goals, and he encourages students to always do their best and set high expectations for themselves. And finally, from Dodge, we celebrate Kim Ross, grandparent. Kim brings joy and love to the students at Dodge, and she practices and encourages risk-taking, mutual trust, and support to students. She is a great encourager and helps with tutoring, lunchroom, family nights, and much more. And with a smile like that, I don't know how you could help but be happy when she comes in the room. From Hadley Middle School, we say thank you to Sherry Molday, technology teacher. Sherry is an innovative teacher that loves to provide her students with new and challenging opportunities to problem solve and learn new technologies. Her energy and her belief in her students is inspiring, so much so that she was also one of the teachers that we surprised last Friday with a Coke mini grant. From McCollum Elementary School. Pardon just a minute. Thank you. Forgive me, I almost forgot our friends at Mayberry. That would be bad. From Mayberry Cultural and Fine Arts Middle Magnet School, we say thank you to the 6th grade team. Allie Brasco, Stephanie Zaveski, Richard Estes, Jennifer Storment, Shirley Farmer, Madison McDowell, Samantha Voss, Tim Olson, Carrie Vaughn, and Judy Jones. A citywide magnet school comes with challenges. Integrating goal setting, organization, fine arts, and cultural themes in their core classes, this team is dedicated to building a strong foundation for the future of all of Mayberry's students. From McCollum Elementary School, we say thank you to Sarah Hoke. Sarah is the art teacher at McCollum. She can often be seen in buildings on her days off, changing out art displays, preparing for lessons, and working with a local artist on a tile project. She seeks out professional development beyond what the district offers and is always looking for ways to improve her teaching. McCollum also celebrates Amy McCauley. Amy does a great job supporting technology needs at McCollum, and they are lucky to have her as the building's site technology specialist. She teaches 3rd grade and also manages 65 staff computers, 250 plus student computers, and approximately 90 iPads, which require weekly updates. Wow, a big job, and the team at McCollum says she always does it with a smile. From, 2 pages at once, Northwest High School, We say thank you to Jerry Weary, drama instructor. Jerry is Northwest's brand new drama teacher. This past summer, he spent countless hours cleaning, reorganizing, and planning for the upcoming year. From the moment he was hired, Jerry has poured his heart and his soul into his role, and Northwest is extremely grateful to have him on board. From Payne Elementary, we say thank you to Irma Phillips, intervention para. Irma is a fun and spirited professional. She loves her job, and she adores children. She's caring towards her colleagues by often giving nice tokens of appreciation. She goes the extra mile beyond teaching her groups and always steps up wherever and whenever needed. Payne also thanks Kendra Renfro, social worker. Kendra is kind, excellent, a trailblazer, driven, remarkable, and amazing. She's a leader and role model for students, parents, staff, and her leader. Colleagues are grateful and thankful that she's at Payne. From Wilbur Middle School, we're pleased to thank Christopher Hudson, 6th grade science teacher. Chris goes out of his way to help students succeed. As Science Olympiad coach, he spends hours preparing his students for events. Plus, his students enjoy his cheerful and strong demeanor that leads to a safe learning environment. He's a colleague and teacher that is loyal and trustworthy. Wilbur Middle School also says thank you to Ryan Smith, physical education teacher. Ryan does what is best for his kids, and as a colleague, he can be counted on to support other colleagues. His support of a substitute and classes last year when a colleague was on maternity leave was greatly appreciated. Ryan is an asset to Wilbur and to the PE department at the school. And last but not least, from Wilbur, we say thank you to the Wichita State University, go Shockers, Kansas Kids at Gear Up Group. Diana Carbajal, Kelly Bennett, Laureen Berg, Abby Powell, Rachel Rhodes, Brittany Robinson, Torisha Short, Cynthia Logan, Jasmine Monroe, and Carlos Perez. The Kansas Kids at Gear Up Group planned, financed, and worked hard to make the bathrooms at Wilbur an inviting space for students through painting positive and motivational statements on the stalls and walls. Very, very cool if you haven't seen pictures of their work. This group also supports students at Wilbur by connecting them with community outreach. We appreciate all that our District 5 honorees have done to support students and staff. Please help me say thank you. We're going to start with Chisholm Trail Elementary and Rhiannon Bishop, 1st grade teacher. Rhiannon is exceptional beyond compare serving students, meeting each child where they are at, academically, socially, and emotionally. She takes on tough students and makes it look easy. Interventions are in place and documented meticulously. She's also a teacher leader at Chisholm Trail, and the team appreciates her very much. Also from Chisholm Trail, we celebrate Marcia Hall, 2nd grade teacher. Marcia is a better apple for her dedication to helping all students succeed with patience and perseverance. She's a strong and experienced team member contributing a wealth of knowledge to the team at Chisholm Trail, and she will pitch in and do what is needed when it's needed for teammates who need help. And last but not least, from Chisholm Trail Elementary, we have Connie Russell, 3rd grade teacher. We're going to see if I can do this. Connie portrays persistent patience, pleasantness, and perseverance for people she provides for. She is perpetually professional, and she is a peppy presenter. Pedagogy is passionate, positive, plentiful, poignant, and on point, and Chisholm Trail is pleased to present this prolific preceptor this prestigious prize. That deserves an applause. From Cloud Elementary, it's my honor to introduce Julie Straw, 2nd grade teacher at Cloud. Julia has served Cloud for 18 years. She's trusted by staff, and she works to make sure that her students enjoy learning, with creative and engaging activities. Her students understand the importance of working together to enhance their learning. Also from Cloud Elementary School, we celebrate the interrelated team. Angelica Campa, Kendra Friedberg, Andrea Odendahl, Angie Becker, Patty Gomez, Laura Kirshen, Jolene Martinez, Anna Torres, and Jonathan Wilson. These ladies and gentlemen have students' best interests at the forefront, all day, every day. They know best practices, they know differentiation, and they know how to care for the whole child. The capacity of their involvement at Cloud can often go unseen, though their impact is always felt. From Earhart Environmental Magnet, we say thank you to Elizabeth Leeds, 5th grade teacher. Elizabeth was nominated by her students, which is always special. They wrote, "As students in Mrs. Leeds' class, we are very grateful for her. She helps us out when we are struggling, and she tries to cheer us up when we are sad. She is one of the best teachers ever because she values everyone in our classroom as individuals. Thank you, Mrs. Leeds, for everything you have done." It's pretty cool when it comes from her students. Also, we say thank you to the Earhart leadership team, Andy Berry, Andrea Bennett, Patty Posey, Bev Wilson, and Christy Younger. Earhart's principal is new to the school this year, and he felt it was vital to have a great leadership team as support. This team does a great job at collaborating and focusing everything to meet the needs of students and their magnet theme at Earhart. Their guidance has helped to promote a sense of family at the school. From Heights High School, we say thank you to volunteer Dave Gantenbein, parent extraordinaire. Dave has supported Heights High School with his many years of service on the Heights Booster Club. There have been no project or ideas too small or too large for Dave. Thank you for your tireless energy in representing the Heights High School community and family as an active parent, father, and supporter in our community. We appreciate you, Dave. From Horseman Dual Language Magnet, we say thank you to Marissa Moreno, social worker. Marissa has a huge heart for the students at Horseman. She works hard to keep them safe, both emotionally and physically. She also reaches out to families in the community, getting to know the students and their families on a personal level and taking steps to make sure their needs are being met. From Isley, we say thank you to another one of our outstanding custodians, Mr. Jalen Irving from Isley Elementary. Jalen and his partner, Mike Holt, are being recognized tonight. Jalen is the second custodian at Isley who works very hard to keep a large school spotless every day. He does this with a positive attitude and a smile when many who work so hard may grumble or complain about the long hours and the difficult work. He's awesome. He's a great member of the school community and is very much appreciated for his support of the school. Isley also says thank you to the Positive Behavior Support Para Team. They have some fans. Addie Carter, Aaron Guerrero, Joanna Hageman, Avery Hawks, Amanda Jackson, Tiffany Johnson, Zelda Mitchell, and Tanner Stenzel. These amazing individuals come together each day to provide a safe and nurturing environment for students. Individually, they bring a variety of unique qualities that enhance and support their teachers and the school. They're always willing to jump in whenever necessary, and Isley is lucky to have this team. From Marshall Middle School, we say thank you to the team leaders at Marshall: Anthony Caldera, Brooke Dickey, Rhonda Favre, and John Ricks. Their fearless representative here. This cohesive team of leaders supports the entire building as well as their own teams. They conduct their team meetings with poise, with focus, with organization, and as building leaders, they're always willing to step forward and help out whoever at the school may be in need. Marshall, thanks you for your excellent work to support students. From McLean Science and Technology Magnet Elementary School, we say thank you to Janie Harris, another one of our awesome volunteers. As a former teacher at McLean, Janie continues to give back. She volunteers weekly with the first grade teachers to help them focus on their students by copying papers, prepping projects, and working one-on-one with kids. She's always ready to help with projects, big and small. Next, from McLean, we say thank you to Neela Fair Schlesselman, paraprofessional. Neela Fair is a great staff member. She is always looking for more to do to help her students be successful and has a lot of great ideas for support. She is part of the PTA, and you can count on her to help wherever it's needed, especially in the library or with kids. McLean also honors Michelle Williams, who is a substitute teacher at McLean. Michelle is one of McLean's very favorite subs. She willingly comes to school and always has a smile on her face. Students are in good hands when Michelle is there. She enjoys her time, celebrates the school's spirit days, and lifts the spirits of those around her. From North High School, we say thank you to Christina Alvarez, custodian. Christina will stop with what she is doing to help anybody with anything. She has been a great asset to North High, and her positive energy is contagious. Thank you, Christina, for your hard work and dedication at North. Also from North, we honor Tyrone Galbraith, drama teacher. All right. Tyrone is always willing to assist someone in need, even when it's outside of his duties. Many of the ceremonies or programs could not go on without him. North High is lucky to have such a friendly, knowledgeable, and helpful teacher who exceeds their expectations. From Northeast Magnet High School, we are recognizing another awesome custodial team: Ryan Alford, Nick Ryder, Jackie Collins, Christopher Key, and Lee Moore. Thank you for being here. This team works hard to maintain a clean environment for staff and students. This summer, they were especially effective in getting the building ready for the new year. Those at Northeast are grateful for the pride they take in their work. Also from Northeast, we say thank you to Stan Enns. Stan is an outstanding science teacher at Northeast. In addition to his excellent work in the classroom, he supports his schools by supervising lunch and bus duty, leading ACT prep sessions, and supporting the Asian Club at school. From Pleasant Valley Elementary School, we're going to say thank you to the volunteers at Pleasant Valley Elementary. That's awesome. These volunteers include Gisela Aguilar, Tiffany Arambula, Selena Contreras, Trinidad De Real Escarana, Erica Dingman, Cherie Graham, Nancy Crable, Desiree Stewart, and Francesca Velasquez. Each member of this team is highly motivated and strongly committed to increasing parent involvement at Pleasant Valley Elementary. Starting with themselves as role models, they tirelessly work to complete projects for teachers, plan events for students, and promote volunteer spirit at school. Their neighbors at Pleasant Valley Middle School say thank you to Belinda Orr, special education English language arts teacher. Belinda stepped out of her comfort zone and has voluntarily taken on roles to assist the student body at Pleasant Valley. She filled a huge need by being a co-sponsor of the family engagement team. She was not assigned a second step class, but she asked to take one over, and it's going well. Pleasant Valley Middle also honors their clerical team: Crystal Gomez, Anna Lopez, Erica Rivera, and Maria Robles Ramirez. This team is fantastic at Pleasant Valley Middle School. They have assumed new roles and have transitioned seamlessly. When supporting students, families, and staff, they offer customer service better than Chick-fil-A, which is saying a lot. They work collaboratively to increase their efficiency and to support the school's goals. PVSMS proud. I love that. From Stuckey Middle School, we say thank you to Lakin Lindsay, physical education teacher. We probably had chairs all over Lakin's gym just a while ago. So thank you for sharing your space with us, Lakin. She is a role model who builds positive relationship with her students and gives them opportunities to make good life choices. She's a reflective educator and a problem solver, dependable, and has tremendous work ethic. Makes a huge difference in the Stuckey community. From Woodland Health and Wellness Magnet, we say thank you to Scott Griffiths, ESOL paraprofessional. You've had that pent up for a while, thank you. Scott is a skilled professional that instills a love for learning in students. His student engagement is always high when Scott is teaching, and comprehension of the content is even higher. He helps promote confidence and independence in his students, and he is an inspiration to all. And last, but certainly not least for our fall Good Apple, we say thank you to Jennifer Precopa, LRE and Volunteer Site Coordinator. Jennifer is always going the extra mile for Woodland students, families, and staff members. She brings new ideas to the table and helps refine old ones to make them even better. Her calming, positive demeanor has a profound effect on everyone. I think it's safe to say that this amazing group of honorees affects all of the students and all of the staff that they influence each day. Thank you very much for what you do for our kids. With that, my friends, our fall Good Apple is drawn to a close. Thank you for staying around. Thank you for celebrating and sharing your stories. Please be safe driving home, and best wishes for happy holiday.